what's up with y'all, man? I hope you're doing good. If you're new and you're a fan of the NBA, subscribe to this channel. So let's get straight into it.
Money longer, shout out bro Uzi. Keep my eyes in the sky, cause that's where I'm moving. Say they wanna read my mind.
Oh, y'all hear that new intro? Let's run it back.
Money longer, shout out bro Uzi. Keep my eyes in the sky, cause that's where I'm moving. Say they wanna read my mind.
Before I start this off, y'all, I just want to say that I slept on how deep this draft was. There's so many guys in this class who could be towards the top of the NBA one day. I see a whole lot of all-stars and quality role players that every single team needs in order to become true championship contenders. I feel like I can confidently say that there's gonna be at least 5 to 7 all-stars and maybe 1 to 2 superstars out of this draft. So anyways, y'all, let's get into the 9 teams that change their future with this draft. Let's get this in order and start off with the Phoenix Suns. A couple of weeks ago, I posted a video titled "The Decision That Will Make or Break the Phoenix Suns' Future." And I was obviously talking about what they were going to do in the draft. And I must say, they just about exceeded everyone's expectations. A couple months back, that boy Devin Booker said that he's tired of losing and he wants to start winning now. And after draft night, the Suns have started to take steps in the right direction. With the first pick, they selected DeAndre Ayton, no doubt. He's the safest pick in this draft in my opinion, and he's a for sure all-star in this league one day. And also, not only did they get him, but they also got the 10th pick in the NBA draft too, Micheal Bridges, so they were able to pull 2 top 10 players in the lottery. I think the Suns are just about perfect this year in the draft. And if I'm Devin Booker, you gotta be impressed and nothing but pleased with the result. Defensively, the Suns just got a whole lot better because of Micheal Bridges, who's known to be one of the best perimeter defenders in college. He's a 6'7" wing with a 7'1" wingspan. And he was also a great offensive player. The Suns have him and also Josh Jackson, who I like a lot, by the way. Not on the homo tip though. They got those 2 guys holding down the perimeter for Devin Booker. Plus, at very least, a 20 and 10 guy in DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix is nearly set for the future. The only question that I got about them is their point guard. Who's gonna make plays for all these guys? But as I ask myself that question, I've already thought of a solution. They can solve this problem in one of 2 ways. They can trade away TJ Warren, who really doesn't have a place in the starting lineup anymore because of the acquisitions that they received through the draft. I don't think it's gonna be hard for the Suns to trade him because he's on a really good contract and he's also a good productive player who's only making $10 to $12 million a year. And plus, he's only 24 years old. The Suns shouldn't have any trouble trading him away at all. And they could possibly trade him for a good shooting and playmaking point guard. Or they could just chill on the trade idea and see how quickly the French point guard Eli Okobo can develop. The Suns are freaking set. And I didn't even mention the fact that they have the 3rd most cap space in the entire NBA. The Suns' little rebuilding phase looks like it might be over pretty soon. And in this upcoming season, I expect them to win anywhere from 35 to 40 games. Now let's move on to the Sacramento Kings. You know, y'all, when I was watching the NBA draft, I was expecting the Kings to take Luka Doncic, but they called out Marvin's name instead. Oh my god, here it is.
2018
Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic.
The Sacramento Kings select Marvin Bagley.
Oh my god, they blessed upon Luka. You stupid mother. I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty shocked and it was hard to believe. Y'all realize I made a whole video about the Kings taking Luka and how he would fit alongside De'Aaron Fox and Bogdanovic? That's an L. But anyways, that's not the point. The Kings have Bagley and now they have a total of 6 big men on their roster who deserve minutes. And Bagley could possibly be the best out of all of them. This isn't an absolutely horrible pick by the Kings. It's just that I felt like, you know, they could have done a little better. Out of the 2 players, Luka and Bagley, I do feel like Marvin Bagley for sure has the higher ceiling, just because of his size, athleticism, and ball handling ability, and the potential of him having a jumper as well. That's just how I feel though. So if we take a look at the Kings roster and how Bagley will fit into their offense, things would actually be okay, I believe. The only worry that I have is how their spacing would look. But other than that, I feel like they'd be pretty interesting on offense. Bogdanovic and Buddy Hield are absolutely snipers, and De'Aaron Fox, Harry Giles, and Marvin Bagley are crazy athletes who can absolutely explode at any moment. They'll be real interesting to watch, and I do expect them to win more games this year because they have 0 real reason to be cheeks. They don't have their 2019 pick. No, I'm not expecting them to go to the playoffs or anything. No, that's talking crazy. But you know, Bogdan's going into his 2nd year, De'Aaron Fox is, and Buddy Hield is coming back even better as well. So I can see them winning some like 35 games too. So that's that about the Sacramento Kings. Now let's get into my team, the Atlanta Hawks. I predicted this. Here's my quick little reaction to the thing. Luka!
From working out.
Number 3. Wait, Atlanta had traded their pick. What the f? You what? Oh my god. Atlanta's taking Trae Young. Atlanta just traded for Dallas's 5th pick, and Dallas is trading out for Atlanta's 3rd pick.
Off the floor and talk about a 2nd and 3rd jump. His 2nd and 3rd.
What's Trae Young gonna do for y'all next year? Man, I feel like we got like a start of Splash Brothers, you know. This is Atlanta Splash Brothers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Travis Link!
Talk about running the floor. He is a transition big guy that
So after a couple days pondering about this selection and just letting all my thoughts sink in, I'm not really that disappointed anymore. I'm not gonna sit here and just assume that Trae Young is gonna be a bust and just straight up doubt the man from day one. I've been doubted my whole life, and I do not like it when I am doubted by others and counted out. So yeah, I'm gonna support Trae Young to the max, and I hope he turns out to be a freaking 15 to 20 time All-Star in this league. See, I could be sitting here and bash everyone the Hawks got and be real negative about the situation, but I'm just looking at everything from the positive side, and I'm just being hopeful. But hey, with that being said, y'all, don't get it twisted. I'm going to bash someone if Trae Young ends up not meeting expectations, but I'm not going to talk down on Trae's name. I'm going to get on that man Travis Schlenk. In my last video, I explained to y'all that Travis is an ex-Warrior, and I thought to myself that this dude was going to try to recreate the Warriors in ATL. And I promise y'all, man, if Trae Young doesn't become a star or isn't great, I won't blame him. I'm just going to hold Travis Schlenk accountable. He's the one who really pushed for us to select Trae Young. So anyways, enough ranting about that. Let's talk about our other guys, Kevin Huerter and Amari Spellman. Coming out of college, Kevin Huerter was compared to Klay Thompson. So of course Travis Schlenk was interested, and he probably caught an orgasm when he was scouting him out too. Kevin is a gifted scorer, and he has really similar shooting mechanics as Klay Thompson. And they also have pretty similar frames as well. But there's two things that actually separate these guys. One of the things that Kevin can do that Klay cannot do is create his own shot on a consistent basis. Kevin Huerter is actually an athlete, and he actually has some finesse to his game. The other thing that kind of screws up this comparison as well is that Kevin isn't a great defender like Klay at all. So that's that, and that Amari Spellman guy looks pretty interesting as a player because he's pretty explosive and he can shoot threes really well. So it's more than clear what Travis Schlenk is trying to do in this draft. He wants Trae to be our Steph Curry, Kevin Huerter to be our Klay Thompson, and Amari Spellman to be like Draymond. I don't know what's wrong with this dude, but yeah, man, really our future just depends on how great Trae Young can be. His development will determine whether we'll be cheeks still in 3 or 4 years or not. Alright, that's enough talking about the Atlanta Hawks. Let's get into the Memphis Grizzlies now. Memphis got the guy that I wanted if Luka Doncic wasn't available, and that's Jaren Jackson Jr. This man's name has been slandered by a ton of casual NBA fans who truly don't know much about him at all. Some of them look at his college stats and notice that he averaged 11 points per game, and they assume that this man is trash. But what they don't realize is that he only played 22 minutes per game. Jaren is a monster in my eyes, and he has hella potential, and I believe he's going to be a part of the first team All-NBA rookie class if he gets the opportunity, of course, in Memphis. Let's move on to the next team, the Dallas Mavericks. Why are you looking at me, Max? The team that took away Luka Doncic from the Atlanta Hawks. Dude, the Mavs are gonna be so fun to watch next year. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm kinda jealous. Because the duo of Luka Doncic and Dennis Smith Jr. is gonna terrorize and torture opposing defenses in just a few years to come. I believe the Mavs got the best possible outcome out of this draft, and now they put themselves in a position to secure a max free agent. The Dallas Mavericks will be completing their rebuild really soon. Let's touch on the Orlando Magic for a sec. They had an opportunity to draft Colin Sexton. Orlando really could have used him. They need a point guard badly. But hey, instead they got Mo Bamba. And Bamba isn't a bad choice at all. I think he'd be great in Orlando if they don't screw things up though, as usual. But history says that Orlando has a good track record with drafting big men. We can go back to Shaq in the 90s and Dwight Howard in the 2000s. And Mo Bamba could very well be up next. But in order for them to let Mo Bamba progress properly, they need to go ahead and trade Nikola Vucevic. And I don't think it'd be too hard trading him away either, because he's on a good contract and he's actually a productive center as well. Let's move on to the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls had a really solid pickup in Wendell Carter Jr. And he's a great overall center. I think he's a seamless fit into Chicago's offense. Wendell can help Larry Markkinen hold down the paint and aid him defensively. And offensively, Wendell can make things easier for him as well, since he can shoot, pass, and also fight for rebounds. Dude is a really great player. Now let's talk about the Cavs for a quick sec. I don't really have much to say about him. Colin Sexton was a good pick, and in my opinion, he has the potential to be a top 7 point guard in the NBA one day. But I'm not really too sure if the Cavs are going to end up keeping him, because they're still linked to Kemba Walker. And now let's move on to the final team for the day, the New York Knicks. Y'all, for some reason, Knicks fans blew their 9th pick, Kevin Knox. What the hell is wrong with some of y'all? I think some of them were mad because they didn't select MPJ, but the only reason why they didn't do so was because of how much of a risk it would have been. And in my opinion, Kevin Knox has the same amount of potential as Micheal Porter Jr. Kevin is a 6'9" small forward with a great offensive game, and he's only 18 years old. Kevin Knox has a crazy high ceiling, and he could easily be one of the best players out of this draft one day. So in my opinion, I believe the Knicks made the best possible selection. Y'all Knicks fans should be ecstatic right now. Y'all remember what happened last time you booed a rookie? Yeah, and I won't be surprised if Kevin Knox turned out to be a stud as well. The Knicks are headed in a better direction now, and they for sure brighten up their future with this pick. But yeah man, this is the end of the video, and those are the 9 teams that I wanted to talk about who changed their future. Who do you think I left out? I feel like I probably could have added in the Denver Nuggets, because that Micheal Porter Jr. selection could be a real steal or a real flop. But yeah man, this is the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you for watching, and I get right with you.
No way, remember back when I couldn't get a play, no home, I ain't have a place to stay, I got to work, made it free to wait, told my girl